Let's give it a shot. 21 items found. New record. Take it back to the top. Worms seem friendly. Oh, just the nicest. I mean, don't know the meaning of personal distance or personal space, but besides that, great. I was gonna say people, but great things. Just don't get me wrong. They are persons, but they ain't people. Words are so friendly that they go, get inside me, ooh. Hey, it's the only way that you can be next to each other forever. Maybe not a sentiment that is fully agreeable with our own sensibilities, but I can dig it. Everyone needs a good friend every now and then. Unstable teleportatium. Oh, I don't. Not on me, please. Don't you hate that when you're just trying to spray a bit and you accidentally get it all over your pants? Especially unstable teleportation, I'll tell ya. Just don't get OSHA involved because they're not happy about it. But let's swap this bad boy out for some water here. Get in a flask. Swap you, in fact, pheromone, you can go to the end. Unfortunately, it's starting with pheromone. Seems like the most ideal run for doing the infinite money, but we don't quite have the time for it since it was described last week as being slightly tedious in terms of steps required. So we just have to make do as we were for now. Remember, if you pee blue, go see your local doctor, especially if it's glowing. Again, we talked earlier in the stream about the dangers of showering in glowing liquid, but when it comes out of your body is an expression of any kind, really. And probably not the greatest sign. Again, unless you're getting superpowers, then heck yeah, but. Or if you know something I don't. Okay, not a heck of a lot. Go with here. Stop that. I saw it in your eyes, buddy. You were gonna attack me. You were gonna lunge right at me. Unforgivable. That's the only reason I killed you. It was self-defense is the thing. You gotta believe me. Sure, I'm in that person's home, but I swear that's not relevant. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Not all at once. Fellas, there's enough to go around, please. Okay, you, my friend, if you could get on the low ground real quick. Absolute no, fool! No. Nay, I was the fool. Crap. Get me out. Get me out. You'd gladly pee blue for superpowers? Heck, you'd even take that as a gamble, not knowing the superpower you'd get. You know your luck would screw you over in that regard? You'd still gamble your odds anyway. Right, that's the thing. We only hear... There's a confirmation bias because we only hear about the cool superheroes. Please, sir, mind your own business. I don't want no trouble. Well, even if we weren't going to be trying to go through the levels a little bit quicker, I think we've basically locked in that strategy now. Okay, shotgunner below. Excuse me. Kept expecting that buddy to jump up at us, but apparently not. 1 HP in a dream, that's all we need. That's all it ever takes. I mean, honestly, they give you too much health in this game. I've always said that. Yeah. Okay, don't light on fire. Not even as a joke. Not even for a moment. Not for the briefest of times. In fact... Oh, I hate that you're there. Oh, I hate more that you're here. No. Got caught on the stairs. You son of a gun. Okay. That was short enough. We can throw in one more, right? Right? Same start. In fact, you could convince me that this is the same run. In fact, let's go with that. That sounds like a nicer frame of reference than what I've currently got going, especially since this time we do not miss our bus. We take the train straight downtown. Absolutely fantastic. Didn't kill anything with it. I'm still waiting for that double combo. Generally, I either take it successfully down, or I get an incidental kill with it. Haven't gone the dream yet, where we get to watch it in full 4K glory. But one day. I mean, isn't that what we all aspire to in life? You mean I can't lose on a loss? Oh yeah, no, of course not. How could I possibly? Oh no. Oh. Please. Water. I mean, if I dunk fast enough in this, I think it actually does put me out. Yeah. Which is true of real oil as well, funnily enough. So, you got something going for you there, game. Starve out of oxygen, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Funny enough, the game does punish you for having a lot of HP if you do find a way to exploit it. Toxic sludge and fire do damage as a percentage, so the more health you got, the more damage it does. That's unfortunate, because here I was about to turn on my infinite health hacks. Oh, woe is me. Won't even let me cheat. How about that? And I don't have water to neutralize all this sludge. Oh, sir, please. Give me but a brief respite. A moment. If you could be so kind. Turns out this is a run where I maybe should have gone all the way to the tree at the start, because it's a waterless dungeon. It is dry to the bone here. I'm also not picking up any money because it's all landing in acid. How about that? Not exactly the dream scenario. What happened to your dynamite, my man? How about that? No, no, sir. Stop. Stop that. You scoundrel, you. Still day 47 of the quest for water. So thirsty. Bubble spark. No, I think mostly trash there, unfortunately. So let's just squeeze on by, sneak on through. Just gonna squeeze past you real quick if that's okay. Excuse me, pardon me. Definitely, could I squeeze right past you kind of guy. Standard fare for any grocery strip. Grocery strip. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Probably not great optics when it comes to the whole not getting arrested thing, but... Or rather so, I'll stick to the grocery trips for now. You buy Cardinal Path, adds damage and trigger builds. Interesting. So that's one where it just all spells only fire in the cardinal directions. How much was it? Because that is the only other qualifier for me. 70? It's not... Or linear arc. Is this the same? Is this what you were thinking of? The cardinal path? Because I feel like I've seen something called that before, but I could be wrong. Linear arc does kind of imply similar things, I guess. But that'd be more so it can only travel in straight lines, right? You'd think that that wouldn't be based just on cardinal or cardinality, but it would instead just be linear in any direction. But who's to say? Slightly different spell, but still adds damage. Tell you what, we'll see how much money I'm able to scrounge together, seeing as how the majority of this level is untenable to my continued survival. What the heck are all of you doing up here? Oh, jeez. Especially if I take damage like that too many times. Whoopsie daisies. Oh gosh. No? Nothing for me, dungeon? You got nothing? How about that? Sucker. One of the few times that we're able to dodge shotgun blast. Gonna put that on my resume to be sure. Let's see. Where else? Oh no. Please, sirs. Stop this. I don't want no trouble. Oh gosh, I almost have jetpack fuel too. I would, again, like this money, but... oh boy, is that a hard sell. And there goes all the water as well. And here I kind of wanted to get my grubby little paws on at least a bit of water, you know, a smidge. Hey, friend, you gotta go. I mean... it's kind of taking a little bit of water to the extreme. What if it's all I've got? Let's see, that was a shuffle, hey. That's a shame. Oh, not one of you. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that's where we were getting to. Too far left, too far left. See, I don't think I have the money to really afford linear arc. I think I'd rather wait it out and see if we can't find a single spell that, synergizes with things that we already have. Make like a spark bolt, ratatata or something. Sneak up by there real quick. Imagine how terrifying that must be though. Imagine having a shotgun, firing it at a rogue scary looking wizard and seeing him dodge the shotgun's shells. In general, you're just hanging out minding your own business in your home / workplace, and then all of a sudden some strange rogue figure with absolutely no face comes in, starts flinging glowing magic your way, and then proceeds to dodge your shotgun spells. Definitely wishing that you had gone into a different profession. Maybe found a nice place to settle down that wasn't the deep, dark, dank dungeon, as it were. And there we go. Yeah, luminous drill with timers, definitely a bit more what we were looking for here. Sparkbolt trigger is also nice. I mean, we can't afford both, so why not both? Then you'd just be like, God, it's okay. I've had a good run. Exactly. Make your peace. It's gonna be a thing of luck if you do manage to make it out in one piece. Okie dokie. So, like, this doesn't really do much, right? Fire's fast. Lumi, drill, timer, spark trigger, and doubler all must buys here. Heck yeah, I got it right for once. I'm learning. How about that? Still don't have a wand that can quite pull it off yet. This isn't... no, it's a bit too expensive. I think for now we'll go trigger regular and just go for the bounce shots. Yeah, I don't love it, but it is what it is. Revenge Tentacle. Interesting. Faster wands. If I wasn't carrying absolute trash, maybe, just maybe. Oof, this is not a great one. Enemies can no longer knock you back. That's kind of an interesting one, right? Saves you from getting knocked into a bad situation, but I could also see it causing me to just never get distance from like a melee-based monster or something like that, and just especially, like I think last week it was mentioned, or maybe the week before, that the little frog buddies that we just ran into on the left side of level 1, if they can hit you over and over with melee, it's just like an infinite loop and has some of the craziest DPS potential in the game. I could definitely see that being an issue. I guess this gives 25% resistance against projectiles. Eh. Okie dokie, well, I think we just have to move on for now. Faster wands would actually be okay. Faster wands adds 30 man charge speed, but you'd go with revenge tentacles. Yeah, so do you basically always lean towards the extra resistances against various damage types? It makes sense to me, for sure. But that does seem to be a common theme throughout here. I don't love revenge effects, but I do enjoy that most of them come with some kind of recompense in that regard. Air feels extremely humid. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I mean, kind of sick nasty for the tentacle, though, you know? I'll take it. Coco Gadget Tentacle. Poison, save me. Dang it, I actually really wanted that potion. Worm Pheromone? Hopefully we're not attracting too many new friends. Already ran into this issue once. Dang it. I get you. Ah, there we go. There's the ledge. Slight respite, slight amount of safety. Guess we can pop around. Shouldn't fly with one hand. That seems like a slightly dangerous maneuver. Can I get to you in a safe, controlled manner? Do I have to use up all my bombs? Tell me yes. You almost always lean towards defense in Noita. Surviving is the main goal. Being able to pump out damage is good, but no good if you can't survive to use it. Yeah, we've definitely found ourselves in that boat a couple of times, so I can respect it. Okay, here we go. Here we go, buddy. Now that's a wand. Why haven't I poured out the acid? I keep telling myself that one day I'll use it to a fun effect, but I desperately need water. So I was actually just thinking to myself a moment ago that it's probably about time. I don't know. Oh, I guess instead of blowing up there, I could have melted through. Might have ruined my chances at getting fresh water, though, so I'm maybe glad I didn't. Hopefully this isn't going anywhere too terrifying. Also, if you're keeping track at home, this as well is not a safe urine color. You know, just in case that wasn't abundantly clear. Which, hey, I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know what you eat or drink. I'm pretty sure some energy drinks turn your pee that color. Yes, okay. Come get some. Please and thank you. If you could be so kind as to come this way and get some, I would appreciate it. Oh, I should have put Lunas Drill on something just so I had an infinite drill source, even if it wasn't ideal. Green isn't a good urine color. I know, it's shocking, right? Don't believe what the mainstream doctors tell you. Glowing green urine is, unlike what you may believe, bad for you. You're not bad. Not too happy with this. I guess compared to this son of a gun, you're just worse. In every sense of the word, eh? Yeah, I don't like this one anyway. Comparing two evils there at the end of the day. Excuse me, friend. Why does it feel like I have slow projectile slowing? I feel like those normally have a bit more of a punch, a bit more oomph to them, you know? Is there gold here somewhere? Yep. There was more wands. Don't mind if I do. Excuse me, my rodent friends. Oh gosh, that's one way to kill an enemy. Terrifying, but effective. Excuse me, my rat pal. You have got to go. Formation Pentagon. Not great. I'll still replace you once again. If it's all trash, no harm, no foul. And keep her moving here for about a moment. I do want to get in here. That should do it. If it doesn't, I'll be very unhappy. Not really, but sometimes you gotta make the game think that you're gonna be critical. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Low capacity, but I mean, what isn't these days? Look at the market here. Pentagon is actually pretty good for trigger builds. It's basically a multicast of 5. Oh, with trigger. I could see that being a lot of fun. Yeah, just trigger off of everywhere. Does that actually cost the magic that would be required for 5 casts of the spell that's, you know, after the trigger effect? Or does it kind of cheat the system in that regard? In general, with the, because like a triple cast is a bit more straightforward in that regard, because you know it's casting those 3 spells. Spread does cast 5 spells, so you will spend the 5 worth. And then once it triggers, do you spend the 5? Or does it, will it all trigger 1 spell off of each of those 5, if that makes sense? Every spell inside of a trigger does still cost its mana cost. Oof. That's too bad. But can definitely try it out at some point. I mean, if they're all cheap spells and you're just bouncing around, filling an entire room with green orbs. Ooh, we'll give it a shot. You can use that magic missile as replacement digging. Now that the bomb one is out of charges too, so it's a bit of a win-win. Excuse me, sir. And let's get just a wee bit more money. We don't have a consistent dig tool yet. Oh, I was kind of hoping that we'd catch you in the explosion, but that's fine. Tis what it is. I'm sure I don't run out of jetpack fluid right above the portal. I'm not ready to go yet. At least not quite, even though, don't get me wrong, it is getting there. Oh, jeez. Excuse me, friends. Excuse me, pardon me. What else can we pick up here? I would like all the monies, please and thank you. I guess more water is always very useful. That's why spells like Chainsaw and Drilling Shot are so good in trigger builds, because Chainsaw only costs 1 mana and Drilling Shot costs no mana, so the large chunk of mana costs in some trigger builds are actually the multicasts. Nice, though, that makes sense, because yeah, even like the Luminous Drill does a lot of good work, but unfortunately gets real expensive real fast, especially the timer one. So I can respect that, to say the least. It's tough because we have a good setup here, but I did say we've got to go fast. This is unfortunately still kind of the case, so we'll do one quick search here. And then we'll probably have to just start descending downwards, even if we're not quite at the point where I normally like to handle it. Oh, you're a welder mask, buddy. Oh, sorry, a second. We're supposed to be dead. Oh gosh, I'm like supposed to be dead right away here. Okay, that's one way to do it. 300 gold is not great. Yeah, the base damage on the bounce shot just isn't quite enough to cut it when it comes to, you know, successfully murdering things. Huh. Damage from material acid, I get that. Was there an explosion right as I landed? I mean, hey, if I'm being honest, it does kind of work out for me, because unfortunately, it's starting to get a bit later on in the day here. So I'll take it, but, acid death feels bad, man. So, yeah, how much? I feel like normally it doesn't do that much damage. That was like instantaneous. But I could have been, yeah, misrepresenting something, either be wrong in the first place on my end, or not been paying close enough attention as to what happened there. Might need to watch the slow motion instant replay later on in order to actually gain some level of breadth and understanding as to the mechanics at play there. But hey, had a lot of fun today. It's unfortunate that we're not able to switch over to any Twitch integration stuff, because I know that that's always a really good time. But we'll definitely have some more time later on here. So for today, for this evening, that'll have to be it. I had a heck of a time. I hope you enjoyed watching as well, of course, whether that be, yeah, talking along with us here in chat, if you're lurking in the background on Twitch, or if you're watching us later down the road on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it very much. Been having fun with this series, and yeah, I keep telling myself that it might be the last Noita week because there are just so many games that I want to play on stream with my very limited streaming hours. But it is also really fun to play Noita. And I've just started cracking some of the one crafting mechanics, and that is super satisfying to get going. So, as I do every week, I think we'll be pushing it at least one further, maybe even more, depending on how we do and how much time we're able to fit into the game next week. So yeah, join us next Wednesday when we're back in it to play some more of this fantastic game. Otherwise, you can definitely join us on Sundays. We're going to be playing the usual Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Nice classic old school roguelike. Always a lot of fun there. We're trying to get a win with every species in the game. Definitely recommend coming on by. I think in my mind wanted to say swinging and then blanked on the word, so it's just it's something. But definitely swing on by, because that is a fantastic game, and it is completely and totally free to play. Especially if you're a fan of Noita. It's similar in a lot of regards, just because it is that old school roguelike where death is a near and dear constant friend of yours. But yes, we'll definitely be back over the next week here. Thank you all for joining us again, just to keep spinning my wheels and repeating myself. But more importantly, let's give a quick peek to see who is live at the moment. We'll send off a quick raid at the end of the night here. Take a look, and who is around. It does look like Ninth is actually playing some Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup at the moment, so yeah, if you want to see how the game is played, definitely stick around. I mean, Ninth is way better at it than I am, so probably even a better example of some of the cool things that you can go about in the game. Highly recommend sticking around. Sounds good, Ingress. Have a great night yourself. Hope you have a good one. Thanks as always for joining us, for giving us some nice tips and tricks. I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess we'll start the raid going on through here. And most importantly, regardless of all of that, I do, of course, hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there, and I definitely hope to see you soon. I'll see ya.